Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. And in my lap, I have, guess what? A wombat. No. A wolverine. No. I have a hamster. A silly little hamster. She's very active, and she is super duper duper just... She is trusting. I mean, she jumped there because my breath blew on her sensory apparatus. But when she is running around in her cage and she sees me move, she doesn't panic. She stops and gets up on her rear feet and then does the old stand up and look around. And then when I put my hand in there, she runs over to my hand and then immediately grabs it with her feet and starts trying to climb. And as you can see, she's very active, so I'm putting her back in her cage. I don't want her to fall. She's a ground-burrowing creature, and falls can be fatal if they fall nose first. So, don't ever drop your hamster, please. But she's super-duper active, and she just runs to my hand and climbs up. She does not get freaked out by movement or people, things like that. Whereas, of course, little Figmo, I just have to clear my throat, and he doesn't dash like he did anymore. That doesn't even make sense. That's not English. He used to, because I could clear my throat just middle of the afternoon, and there would be just a burst of noise as he ran from one side of the cage to the other. I've been giving him THC drops. He's a little mellower now. Just a little. I wasn't trying to change his personality. I was just trying to take that edge off so that he's not like freaked out like he's going to die at all moments. Because that's really, really bad for your health. You want to be more like her, less like him over there. It's just not good for your heart and more. So I've been trying to mellow him out. But he just dashes when he hears anything. And other hamsters, they get scared by movement. But she's one of those that instead of being scared, she's like, let's go investigate. Now, of course, I mean, out in the wild, that would be pure anti-survival, and she'd be dead very soon, and then she wouldn't be passing on the adventuresome genes anymore. That's just the way natural selection works. But as a semi-domesticated critter, it's fine, and it's good. A very good thing. Especially when they're fly. I love those little fur balls. They're very, very good. Oh, just moments before... Oh, yes, I remember now. Just moments before I had started recording, I had read a comment that got me thinking about things. And even though I am 56, coming up on 60 here in just a few years, just as a real quick, of course, you have the first 25 years of your life is your youth, the next 25 years are your maturity, the next 25 years are your twilight, and then death, because the average lifespan of a human being anywhere around the world doesn't really go up above 75. So you got like those 3/4 of your lives, 3/4, those 3 semesters of your life, and then of your twilight years, divide that up into 3 pieces. What the closest you can get is like 8 years and change, and that's the twilight, the youth of your twilight years. Then there's the maturity of your twilight years, and then there's the twilight of your twilight years. At 56, coming up on 57 next October, I am in the last sliver of the youth of my twilight. When I turn 58, I'm in the middle, the maturity of my twilight. And that ain't long before it's 72 and dead, so time goes on quick. But I was thinking about this because I am, I got an itchy nose, though. So I am an itchy nose. We are all itchy noses. Oh my gosh, I got that open up, but I didn't mean to. Blaring like a spotlight in my face. I am not like most older people. As you get older, you tend to become more conservative. You tend to become more codified. Your routines are your routines. Your likes and your dislikes become more set in. Your prejudices and such are ingrained, and you become frightened of change, and you more naturally embrace your past. This is not a value statement. That is just, as studied, what happens as you get older. And that's not a bad thing. That's just the way life is. You will find yourself doing this too, because that's what happens as you get older. Just as you get older, you think about death a lot. It's not even in a bad or morbid way, but it's just stuff you think about. Because it's coming up, and you've already seen a lot of people die. Like already, I'm only 56. So many people that I have looked up to and hero worshipped as I grew up are just dropping like flies everywhere. So you become more codified, more conservative in your ways. There are those that don't. I am luckily one of those, where you're eager for new things. You want to embrace the future. You're rejecting the past as much as you can, those parts that are bad, and accepting, of course, those parts of the past that you must. Like, I'm never going to try and act like a young child, or, you know, a teenager, or a mid-teens, mid-20s type person, because I'm not that kind of person anymore. I'm a lot older, and I'm getting to be fragile because I'm getting older, so I don't want to do any of the crazy stuff that I used to do, like falling down stairs and dropping beer bottles and landing on them and such like that. So, but that's one of the things that my therapist has said. He sees me as one of those people that'll go on forever, you know, barring physical issues, because I am eager to learn. I'm curious. I want to know new things. And that is an incredibly stretchy thing that keeps you going. Stretchy thing. That's the best way I could think of it. I am really tired, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get this done. It is 6:41, and I've got to be out of here at 8 o'clock. So, but politically, I am, as you know, left of center. And I think that's good, and while I think the past is a very, very good thing, it's not something we should go back to. It should be kept and studied as the past and history, because there's still a ton of stuff we can learn from it, but we can't go back to it. The time has come and gone. We're on to new things. You go back, that's embracing stuff that's dead and gone, and that's not healthy. So I embrace the future. I love technology. There's stuff I can't figure out, of course. I mean, even simple things like Facebook. I don't understand all the buttons and stuff on that. The whole thing just confuses me. I feel like I'm 90 years old when I try to figure stuff out. But other things, I mean, I Google, I've got things, I've got consoles, I play with electronics. I think it's awesome. I keep trying to learn programming languages, and you got to keep your mind stretched and open and working. So definitely a good thing on that. So you need to do that too. Always, always, always try to learn new things. In fact, that's one of the best things you can do for your brain. And there are some places, I don't know if they still do it, but for a while there was a big craze on places like for seniors. They would give you really low pricing on the housing. But to apply and qualify for that pricing, that pricing cost, you had to be every quarter taking classes at least the local community college. It's a way to do it. And plus, it's not just you're stretching your mental part. You got to stay active too. This is one of the reasons that I walk as much as I do. I didn't go walkies last night because I had to take a shower, and I had to get up at 5:30 this morning. That's why it's 6:43, and I'm doing stuff instead of 6:43 and going, wow, I better think about getting dressed. So I wouldn't sit here naked. I'm just saying it's time-wise. I wouldn't want to sit here naked. This would be cold. This is like faux leather and plastic. Ooh, I'm lost so much weight that I freeze as it is. I have to wear, I got 2 shirts. I wear my plaid overcoat thing, and I wear coats and stuff because I'm freezing. I'm not one of those people that can sit around in like their underwear and do stuff, because I will freeze. And I'm one of those people that I get cold enough, my shivering is almost like having seizures. I will be on the ground having seizures because of that. So, ugh. Taking a shower is always fun because I have to drag a space heater into the bathroom. Even during the summertime, it is cold in that bathroom. It's for whatever reason, it sucks the cold air like a backwards chimney, straight through the bathroom and then out through the door and into the kitchen. It's freezing in there, so I got to take a space heater in. Luckily, I have a spare space heater that the housemates use to keep their guinea pigs warm. It's on. It's one of those oil heaters, but I'm trying to think of the phrase for the high maximum. That's the word I was looking for. Maximum setting, and it's sitting in the living room so that the next to the guinea pig cages, so the guinea pigs don't freeze. And I just, when I have to take a shower, I take that into the bathroom with an extension cord, one of those heavy duty. They're thick, like they're industrial strength extension cords, and I use one of those to not freeze, because I have almost had seizures just from shivering in there before I learned I had to take in a space heater so I didn't die. No, I wouldn't have died, but I would have been very, very uncomfortable as I'd been bleeding from like banging into stuff on the floor. Something also happened before I even lost weight. When I was married, I used to get fevers because of my cellulitis, and I'd jump up to like 105 before I could get into the hospital to get fixed, because I'd go septic like that. And if you go septic, you have like an over 50% chance of not surviving that, depending on how long it is that you're septic, what medicines you can take, etc. So going septic is not a simple and fun thing to do, and there's a big chance you're not going to live through it. And I've been septic just because of my cellulitis in the past, probably a good 5 or 6 times. I am so lucky to be alive in so many ways. Which, as much as I complain about my life, and I have complained, I will complain, I am complaining, but at the same time, I mean, I'm incredibly lucky. I am alive. I mean, my mother just died did she even make it to 74? Well, she's 20, well, she was 19 years older than me, so she must have made it, yeah, she made it to 74 at least, so that's good. And then, of course, I'm still recovering from the death of my wife, getting a lot better from that, a lot better. Definitely a good thing. So, life is good, and life is bad, and my life has sucked. I mean, really, on the whole, it has. I would not wish my life on any of my worst enemies. But again, as stated, I'm alive. A lot of people can't say that, even people that were younger than me when they kicked off. Boy, I was only like 24 or 25 when one of the guys I'd gone to high school with died in like either a motorcycle accident or some sort of two-wheeled vehicle accident. And it's really unfortunate and sad. He'd never had a chance to really live. His mother was divorced and extremely clingy, and so he was never really able to escape. But of course, their needs go both ways. So there was something in him that had it fulfilled by being doted on and mommied over. And since her husband had died, she was just not going to let him out of her grasp. Except, of course, he did stuff like to fight back. He rode motorcycles and such, and just in the few years while I was in the Air Force, he got into a bad accident and had a big scar across his face. And then a A few years later, gone. So, much as I may complain, I'm still metabolizing. I mean, we all only metabolize for a very tiny window of time, and then we're gone. You know, it's when people say in the movies, no, I don't want to die. It's really, it needs to be said, I don't want to die right now. Because after all, you are going to die. It's not everyone's immortal unless a serial killer gets you. Is this, I don't want to die right now. Problem with that is the moment of right now is always at the constant. It's always at the present. So that moment of not right now never comes. Jam yesterday and jam tomorrow, but never jam today. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is arranged because even though I can't American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, I've, with my fibro and all, and it's as tired as I am in this hurry that I am, who knows how well I'm going to do. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, and different comment. The fact is, you left me a comment. Thank you very much. Let me call my Chrome here, and we have Ellie Mae, thank you very, very much, and Carolinum, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated, and always good to see you in the comments. Jeremy James, greatly appreciated, and Ice Damon, good to see you in the comments. Pandora NYC1, thank you so very, very much, and Don Nile. Excuse me. Thank you very, very much. Christopher Berry, thumbs up and thank you. Marty, greatly appreciated. Simon Clapers, fully I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Yvonne Smith, thumbs up and thank you. Demen, D-E-M-E-N, thank you very much. Andre Ayrton, thumbs up and thank you. Snipzo, greatly appreciated. Kanishi, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Don Cheetos. Indeed. Sherlock the Sociopath. Thumbs up and thank you. Flashlight. Greatly appreciated. Tom Haynes. Thumbs up and thank you. Tyler Summers. Thank you very, very much. Ryan Hodge. Greatly appreciated. Nasham. Thumbs up and thank you. One Silhouette. Cool name, thank you very much. Manuel Suarez, thumbs up and thank you. Lucas Ah, thumbs up. And Tundra Keeper, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you, thank you so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head, into the world. I got a DirectX setup thing that just popped up right in the middle of my screen. Thank you, Microsoft. I love the way you do stuff without even bothering to ask. Good Lord. PhysX. No, not PhysX, it's DirectX. Just all of a sudden, boom, right in the middle of my screen. Gotta love that. Anyway, if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a very awesome looking vlog that I have not had a chance to work on yet. I am so sorry. It looks very cool. Brian Glenn does awesome work. Thank you so very much. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be, you guessed it, beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes deposited on the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would forget everything, how the rest of that goes. I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the end of time. If you could do so, it'd be very cool. I was listening to Spike Viper, listening. This guy, Spike Viper, he's got a channel. He does a whole lot of things like Hearts of Iron and City Skylines and Kerbal Space Program. And one of the things I had heard him say was at one point he went, well, and that is definitely a thumbs up. I was like, no, wait a minute. That's what I say all the time. So, hey, what do you say? Apparently I say, hey, what do you say? I trimmed this part of my hair last night way too short. I've got 3 little plastic clips I can put on my beard trimmer thing, and I use that for my hair. There is 3, which is long, so it just gets the very edges of long hair. There's 2, which is a nice mid setting, and then there's 1, which is what I use to keep this short. I thought I was on 2. I had it on 1 and went zzz, and went, oh no, that's way too short. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. I'm off to therapy so soon. So take care, and I will see you.